All right, well, yesterday I had an interesting solve where I went from all grays to all greens, and somebody said that today I should start with grays and green. So, sure. We're gonna start with grays, and we're going to get, ooh, I was about to say we're gonna get only grays. Close. Now we're gonna do green. Obviously the G and R are not gonna be very helpful, but okay, so there is an E, and we know there's only one E, so, you know, as usual, my assumption is that the E is at the end. That's the most likely place for it, which means we need to have another vowel. I or O. Maybe I and O are the most likely ones. We could do something like poise. That would check 2 vowels. New spot for the S, new spot for the E. Sure. Okay, that was really good. So it's either got a U, something like louse is possible. Otherwise, we could have a double O as well, like loose. So maybe louse isn't a bad guess then. You know, it could also be moose, or is there another double O one? I'm not thinking of another one. Loose or moose, louse. Douse also works. House, of course. So there's a few that are O-U-S-E. So, oh, and mouse. Mouse. So moose, mouse, loose, louse, house, douse, and those are just the ones with O or U in the middle. There's probably some things that wouldn't have the O or the U in the middle as well. I'm not thinking of them though. Maybe something like O-L-S-E or... Yeah, I think I'm gonna go with louse because there's quite a few O-U's. Loose is a possibility. L's a good letter. I'm just gonna go for that. Is it? Ooh, okay, so it's house, mouse, or douse, I think. So let's do humid, which will check the H, the M, and the D. And it's house, okay. There we go. House it is, all right. Well, a little bit slower solve than yesterday. Went from a 2-word solve to a 6-word solve. But there was just quite a few possibilities. It's funny that I said, you know, it's less likely to be the U, and then of course there was a U, and there was a bunch of words that used the U, so. I don't know, sometimes one vowel is more common than another, but it just sort of depends on what combinations you have for letters there, so. Anyways, let me know if you had lots of grays and greens in your solve today. Hopefully you had at least 5 greens at the end. And how it went for you, how many guesses it took you, and of course be sure to like and subscribe, and I'll see you again soon with some more puzzles.